has said, are so endearing and so beloved in Philadelphia. I'm sure they love them across the pond as well. Both these guys joining our crew of Robert Flores, Lauren Shahadi, and Mark DeRosa.
Gerald, what does that feel like that even after all those years of you playing for this city and for this team, you get that reaction from those fans?
It puts a smile on my face. And, coming up to the tunnel, I think because I've experienced it before, I was anticipating that smile and that love. And it's funny, and I tell people when you're playing, you don't really feel that. You don't experience it because you're going out there to win, and you know that love is conditional based on winning and losing. But when you're done, all the bad things that have happened, the times that you didn't win, they go away. They just remember what made them happy. It's that feeling that sticks with you. So I anticipate, for them to give that love because I've experienced it. But it wasn't until I was on this side of the ball that I really understood it.
Yeah, we're also joined by Shane Victorino.
Nine line.
Here we go. I'm not the shortest guy here. No,
Same question to you.
Bro,
You
the
hear?
boots and you see his seat is all raised up.
I know. He's got to assert his dominance. Shane, when you hear that reaction from those fans after you wore that uniform, what does it mean?
It means a lot. We talked about it the other day. I don't know if there's a better fan base in any sport than this place. It's something about winning. When you win in a city like Philadelphia, I was lucky enough to win another one in Boston. That's another great fan base. But it's something about coming back to Philadelphia every time. And, look around. There's a lot of red in this place.
Yes, there is. J-Roll, I remember in 2008 when I was with the Cubs, you guys came into Wrigley Field, 2008 Phillies, and it was like J-Roll, Utley, Victorino, all these dudes, and I'm like, God damn, they're good. Like, this team's really, really special. We're going to see them late in the season. We end up getting bounced by the Dodgers. You guys go on and win the whole thing, but this team kind of mirrors that. It's giving me that vibe. Take me inside the clubhouse.
100%.
The same thing.
100%. As Bryce said it the other day, like everybody's bought in. They've all bought into what's trying to be done here. It doesn't matter if this is your first day or your 1,000th day on this team. You have a job to do. You have a role. Go out and do that. We don't want to hear any excuses because we're trying to pull in one direction. If you're going the other way, you will stick out. And when you have a team that has done that, and this isn't built the way our team was. We had a lot of guys that were homegrown.
Yeah.
And then we brought guys over later. They started bringing in big-time free agents with some of their homegrown players, but it was built around the big free agency. So they've done it a different way, but they've gotten to the same place where they bought into what it is to be a Philadelphian, to play in that uniform, to play in that city, and to represent every time you're out there for something that's bigger than just yourself.
Shane, I was watching you talk to some of the players. They're picking your brain, and you're kind of doing the opposite.
There's not much picking there. There really
There is. That's true.
What's the dynamic like? It's really cool to have past stars of the game to kind of, feed thoughts off of.
Lucky for me, I got to spend 10 days in spring training. That's what I were talking about then with J-Ro and Rojas there was that, I extended my trip because of the fun and the energy of that team. It brought back those old memories of those good times. And it started in spring training. We knew then that we were good. And I said in spring training, if this team stays healthy, they're going to be there in the end. And I think they got a chance to hold that trophy up at the end of the year.
You would have ate this up, huh? Coming to London.
Come on, bro.
WBC, when I got on the plane and I left, I'm like, I didn't know Jimmy was that good. I knew he was good. I didn't know he was that good. When the lights shine brightest, you want to let him know.
Yes, and it's something, and it's funny how that happened. I remember it was my rookie year, having Doug Glanville on the team, and we were going to play, I think it was Arizona Diamondbacks for the first time, and I'm facing Randy Johnson. And I'm like, Doug, I don't really know what to do because I like to swing at the first pitch, and if I take too big of a swing, I don't want Randy drilling me. And Doug, said a couple curse words and said, time to show them who you are. Cool. We get the ball to them. We're facing Pedro, and I'm like, man, I've seen this dude strike out the best hitters in baseball, and Doug told me it's time to let the American League recognize who Jimmy Rollins is. And those two moments meant that when the stage was at its biggest, it was time for me to show up. And I've kind of always had the mentality, it was just at this level, I needed reassurance, which is something you don't think about. When you're coming up, you think you're brave enough to take on anyone, but you need those veteran players to give you the go-ahead to be who you are. And the red lights, that's just part of it.
It must be nice to be good, huh? It must be nice to just be good, bro.
You have 2 rings, bro. Just shut up.
Hey, real quick, I think you were on with us earlier, and for people that are watching, maybe we got a young ball player watching right now, or maybe they're a parent of a young ball player.
the art of switch hitting. If they're interested, if they got a young player that is interested in switch hitting, you would tell them what?
It's never too late. I started at 22 years old. I had an opportunity at that time when I had a coach that looked at me and said, you know what, you're 8 on the depth chart. You're not really going anywhere. You're kind of floating double A. Are you willing to do something and to try to become a switch hitter? And that day I did it. So for any parent, any kid at home that wants to be a switcher, it's never too late. I started at 22 years old and I was able to do it. Some others got to start a little early in life, but to me, being a switch hitter, there's no harder thing to do, but there ain't no better thing to do as a baseball player to be able to hit from both sides.
J-Roll, can you explain to him real quick how difficult it is?
When'd you start?
Actually, so funny. I started when I was 9. That was the only year I didn't play baseball. I played baseball at 8. I wanted to switch teams, but you had to sit out a year. So I had a buddy that I lived with downstairs. I know it's back like that then. Downstairs, we played strikeout. Our games lasted forever. And I'm the smart guy. It's like, hey, I'm tired of lasting baseball. Baseball lasts this long. How about you hit right-handed? Because he was a lefty. I hit left-handed. And that's how it started. And it got to the point where I'm like, okay, let's go back to our natural size. And I couldn't hit right-handed anymore. Big crocodile tears come down my face. But the switch had happened. And then it was just a matter of doing it in a game. And when you're that young, coaches always tell me what you can't do. My freshman year in high school, my sophomore year in high school.
You must have had some coaches say, hey, we don't want you doing this.
Of course, always. But my sophomore year in high school, my vision wasn't on playing high school ball, wasn't playing college ball to get to the big leagues. And I wouldn't tell the coach, look, I'm going to be a switch hitter. There's nothing you can do about it. This is my career. I love it. And he just said, okay, that's fine. I had a great freshman year, and he respected my work. So the way I went about my business, I make a joke about me showing up 2 minutes before a stretch, but when I'm on the field and I put that uniform on, I'm all business. And he respected that, and he gave me the range to really become a switch hitter my sophomore year in high school, and I never looked back.
Well, guys, we appreciate you giving us a little bit of time. Hope you had a great time in London. And obviously, the Philadelphia Philly fans still hold you very closely to their heart.
Some tweets coming. We've changed locations now. We got from Monument Park, gone to the Yankee Clubhouse, and now we're on the infield, left side of the infield. That's pretty familiar to my two guys here. Of course, Alex at third and Derek at shortstop. So, it's funny. What's being here is realizing how far away we all are. How did you all communicate? How did you communicate during a game? I'm just curious. We're pretty far here.
Well, sometimes Alex wanted to know everything that was coming at every single point. So, you just give a little sound, let them know it's off-speed pitches so that he can lean one way or the other.
And KB, what I heard what I would do is I would basically just lean a little bit to the right and expect the ball down the road, because when you throw an off-speed pitches, usually right-handers can yank it down the line. So that was our communication.
That's actually pretty cool. I love it. Mike's in, and I can hear you right now. It's that. So how about favorite memory? You're back out on the field where you guys man this position for so much time. What do you remember?
I took your memory right here.
No, not that. No, that's nightmares.
What I had straight.
You shouldn't be on the segment. You're messing up the memories.
First of all, the memories are not right because you never ran, so that's not that's not correct.
KB, that's an easy one. For me, I got to go back to 2009. We're playing the Phillies, Game 6. We got petted on the mound, mowed to close. I have my 4 seats. I have all my family, like 40 people, friends.
Yeah.
And that last out, we had a ground ball to Robinson Cano to the sheriff, and then Joe Buck with the famous call. And then I just raised my arms and moment. And it was half relief and half joy and a euphoric feeling.
Favorite memory on this side of the infield necessarily doesn't have to be in this stadium, correct? Probably Alex and I dropping that pop-up in 06 back at the old stadium that led to a lot of headlines there. But in all honesty, he says it. There you go. Yeah.
Third base,
There we go.
A-Rod and Jeter.
Who's going to get it? They dropped it.
I thought he caught it.
Oh, man.
But
Well, anytime there's a fly ball there, you know that it's 50-50 I'm going to catch it.
You know all that communication we were talking about?
That's what I'm saying. But I tell you what, it's when you think about memories on this side, he said it. When you win a championship, my mind goes back to 1996. It was the first time we won a championship. Mark Lemke hits a pop-up. Charlie Hayes falls in the dugout, and then
That's pretty cool just to be out here with you guys. And while you're looking at your shortstop here, I know you had a chance to speak with the star across town at that position, right?
I sure did, KB. I had an opportunity to catch up with Met shortstop Francisco Lindor, who talked about the opportunities to play in London and the weight of expectations. You're now in your fourth year in New York. Tell me about the pressures and how different it is playing in a city like New York.
Wherever you are, there's always pressure. There's the outside pressure and then the pressure you put yourself. The difference between New York and Cleveland is in Cleveland I will go over 35. And it was into over 20 that I'm like hearing the outside noise. You go over 8, you start hearing it. You are going to go through times like that. However, you got to continue to keep your head down and grind and work.
Tell me a little bit about when you go through struggling times, how do you handle it at 30 versus when you were a young kid at 21 or 23 years old?
At 30, I know who I am. I've been through it. I have great times, I have bad times. So, always understanding who I am. At 21, she was trying to figure out who you are. But you've done so much in the game. You're a great ambassador of the game of baseball. At this point in your career, now 30, what fuels you every day? Winning, striving to achieve the ultimate goal of winning and being the best player you can be. I'm in the last stretch of my career,
the back now.
I'm trying to maximize it. God gave us the talent and ability to go out there, and I gotta maximize it.
Let's talk about London series. How excited are you to go to London and play the Phillies?
I'm very excited. The UK fans are very knowledgeable and they're rowdy like soccer, Football, yeah. Hopefully it's back like that and he has that vibe.
And he's going to remind you probably a little bit more of what about Puerto Rico. I mean, they're so passionate and they're so hungry for baseball. Yeah, it's going to be awesome. Yeah. The Phillies are awesome. Are they the team to beat in the National League, and what makes them so good?
It's a group that have played together for a couple of years now. And they understand who they are. So they are a tough team. And their rivalry is always fun.
Nice job, my friend, on that. Well done. As we're back out on the left side of the interview with LaJour. And, of course, the Mets looked to a class a couple years ago. They're trying to find it. Poppy, how do you fix the Mets?
Move to Oklahoma. I mean, too much pressure here in New York. I mean, playing under the shadow of the Yankees. I will move to Oklahoma. What?
Consultation, move to Oklahoma.
There you go.
What's your solution besides buying the Timberwolves?
Well, I would say, look, the Red Sox broke the curse with getting this guy. Today's this guy is the guy Juan Soto. So you get Juan Soto in a 3-year process and start again.
Oh, so it quotes from the Yankees. Well,
I tell you, Hal Steinbrenner's going to have something to say about that.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we're just happy that Soto's healthy and okay and not out for long with that forearm issue. Yankees and Dodgers tonight. And due to the construction, the Belmont Stakes won't take place at Belmont Park for the first time since 1967. So coverage from historic Saratoga Racecourse begins at 4 Eastern on Fox. It's going to be interesting. Look at sort of track for that race today. Pitching matchup is a good one. Ranger Suarez might be the Cy Young winner at the voting was today. He goes to the Phillies against Sean Manaea. It's the London Series coming up.
The XFL Conference crown is on the line. San Antonio, St. Louis, the UFL playoffs, promise, battle tomorrow, 7 Eastern on Fox.
The Liberty are back at Barclays for a Sunday Funday face-off with the Mystics. Go! The action tips off Sunday at 3 on My 9 and streaming on Fox Local.
Thanks for calling 1-800-GOT-JUMP. This is Sarah. How can I help?
Out with the old, in with the new.
We're ready when you are.
Are you ready to make junk disappear?
I am so looking forward to this.
We make junk disappear. All you have to do is point. When our clean shiny truck pulls up in front of your house, call 1-800-GOT-JUNK. Or visit 1-800-GOT-JUNK.com. We'll be there before you hang up the phone.
Chevy has the SUVs you know and love. And now there's one more, the Chevy Blazer EV with the latest tech. Incredible range, and it's easy to charge. Chevy Blazer EV, Motor Trend's 2024 SUV of the year. When you're ready to go EV, Chevy's got you. The easy-to-own, easy-to-love Chevy Blazer EV. Current qualified competitive lessees can get this Blazer EV LT for around $369 a month without any acquisition fees. Chevrolet, together let's drive.
Have you heard about summer in New York? The secret spots. Hikes you want to get lost on. The views no one will believe. Rides for the whole family. Start your getaway at iloveny.com.
Running a small business means doing it all, from inventory to marketing to anything to everything. All-in-one small business owners need all-in-one connectivity to make it all work. And Spectrum Business is made to work for small businesses. Introducing Spectrum One for Business. One advanced solution with all the connectivity your small business needs for the lowest price. Reliable internet, advanced Wi-Fi with Security Shield, and a free mobile line. All for only $49.99 per month. Spectrum Business, made to work.
The city that takes pride in their sports. The landmark stadiums, the iconic teams, and of course, the passionate fans. Seems like a perfect fit for America's favorite pastime. And today, two East Coast rivals bring their bad blood across the pond.
One of the sport's great rivalries brings baseball back to London.
In a city where the crown reigns, baseball royalty comes to put on a spectacle.
It's gone! Pushes this one.
Time to play ball, British style.
It's going to be electric.
This is the London Series on Fox.
What a day on Fox, and it all begins with the London Series, our special pregame today, brought to you by Geico. We host the day of sports from Yankee Stadium in the Bronx. So we start overseas in London with the Mets and the Phillies and the player interruptions. Guys, we were there last year. It is special right now. The fans love it so much in London Stadium, home of West Ham United, and the Olympics. Baseball there today. So baseball here in the Bronx, in New York, where the Yankees played the Dodgers. Game 2 of their series last night was an unbelievable game. Hoping to max that out and do even better tonight. That'll come up later on Fox. What a day with you. And for those of you just tuning in, welcome. Derek Jeter is here. David Ortiz, Alex Rodriguez, and I'm Kevin Burkhardt. And we start this day, as we said, with the Phillies and the Mets, but a huge day on Fox. Think about what's coming your way. The London Series, we start there, and that's coming in just a few minutes, followed by the 156th running of the Belmont Stakes. That's in Saratoga today. Finally, the nightcap here in the Bronx. The Yankees and the Dodgers. That's going to be great. Last night, the Dodgers winning in 11 innings. It was scoreless into extra innings. That historic rivalry renews tonight from right here. So we start with our first event again, the London Series, Phillies and the Mets. Derek, who do you have your eyes on for us today?
I think it's JT Realmuto. He's the one guy on this team I think gets overlooked at times. And you talk about consistency behind the plate, defensively, offensively, on the base path. You can put him anywhere in the lineup. He's going to contribute. He's going to be consistent. Talk about the Phillies having a great pitching staff. He's a big reason why.
Guys, I love when the game is 1-0 before you even sit down. So I got to stick with my boy, Kyle Schwarber. He always put the game 1-0 right away before you even have your first sip of coffee.
Cap, you talked about underrated and underappreciated. The guy that somehow gets overlooked in a way is Bryce Harper. As big a star as he is, he's still underappreciated, in many ways underrated. Not only one of the biggest stars in baseball, but in all of sports. And he's been front and center, KB, since the 9th grade. And he is custom, literally tailor-made for the Philadelphia Phillies.
Yeah, he's one of those guys that when he's on the field, you can't take your eyes off him because he's going to do something. Now, a friend of mine told me last year when they moved him to first base, it's great for the Phillies, it's great for the game, because now you see more of them. Every time there's a runner on first base, you get a chance to see Bryce Harper. And he's been great for the game of baseball.
What's happening? Not again. Not again.
That's why he wants to sit down because he pulled his hamstring.
Right. It's over.
The speed is exactly as he was 15 years ago.
See you in London.
Yeah, he showed him the picture, but that's what he does. He feels very comfortable in the stadium.
Wait, are we gonna make a goal at all? Is he gonna make it?
He won't make it.
Probably won't make it.
Hey,
Get the oxygen mask.
hey, number 2. Hey, what's up, 13?
Oh!
Wow.
Can we get a suit change? We need a suit change with Big Puffy.
Great serve, Puffy. Here we go.
And then go on to the series. Big Dead on Fox. See you later.
Too far, man. How do you sleep at night?
Get matched at Mattress Firm? Sleep at night. Michelin innovates on the road and far beyond. With airless tires designed for exploring new frontiers. Michelin, motion for life.
You ever worried you wouldn't get to enjoy this?
Seriously, I'm all the green, and all I can think about is all the green I'm spending on 3 kids in college.
With Empower, I get all my financial questions answered, so I don't have to worry. Empower. What's next?
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention, please.
I just wanted to remind you that Geico makes it easy to bundle your home and car insurance. In fact, it's so easy. It reminds me of a joke my mate told me. Now, a knuckleball and a catcher walk into a pool. And a get it? Wow, they really like that one.
It's easy to Geico, official partner of Major League Baseball.
All new Subway wraps are packed with delicious ingredients in a Pillowy Lavash wrap. Finally, a refreshing lunch that tastes the
Perfect for pro athletes like me, right?
Can I finish? Try all new wraps from Subway today.
The Major League Baseball World Tour visits its 4th and final stop of 2024 across the pond in London, England, and the home of the Premier League's West Ham United, London Stadium in the Stratford District, near Queen Elizabeth Olympic Park for a National League East showdown between a couple of rivals. The team with the best record in baseball, the Philadelphia Phillies, swept the New York Mets back in May. Now these two teams come across the Atlantic Ocean and get a chance to meet in London, England for a couple of games this weekend. And we are thrilled to be a part of this London series. Adam Levine, Adam Wainwright, AJ Brzezinski, Tom Verducci will join us in a moment as well. You got to bring your whole family across the pond for this one. It's been a great trip. Been here for a week now. Love London, love Europe, love the whole destination. But I'm ready for some baseball. I know I'm a fan. It hurts me a little bit. But you know what? I'm ready to go. You brought your wife as well, and you got away from the kids for a couple of days as well here in London.
I did. I've got my wife here. Kids are at home. We're having a great time. We did an entire tour of London yesterday. We were having a blast. And I'll tell you, I knew right when I got to the airport with so many Philly and Mets fans, these fans are fired up. They traveled all the way across the pond. They're here. They want to see a great game.
Well, we're going to get a chance to see the best team in baseball record-wise. The Philadelphia Phillies made a run to the World Series 2 years ago, lost in the NLCS last year, and they're off to a 44-19 start this year.
Well, they've been given the last few years known for their offense. Well, this year, the offense hasn't been as great, but their pitching has been unbelievable. Starting with the guy we'll say today, but the rest of the staff, including Ranger Suarez, has been just awesome. They've carried this team. Some of the offensive stars have gotten off to slower starts. The Phillies have been mound beasts. They have done everything. You see the Ks, the ERA, the whip, the average. They've done everything well. Starters go deep. Bullpen's rested. They're ready to go. And today, Adam, the Mets, they get one tough operator, Ranger Suarez.
They do. Ranger Suarez is doing things that I don't know if I've ever seen through 12 starts in the big leagues. Look at this. second. The whip is at .80. I can't remember a time where I saw a starter 12 starts in with a .8 whip. ERA's at 1.7. He's absolutely killing it. And these Phillies are expecting him to go deep again today.
The Phillies are coming off a sweep against the Milwaukee Brewers. Meanwhile, the New York Mets are playing some of their better baseball this season as well. They just swept the Washington Nationals. They've won 5 of 7. Part of the reason is Francisco Lindor has really taken to an old spot at the leadoff spot, and sure enough, he's down to the field with our Tom Verducci.
Yeah, Francisco is making his way over here. He's a guy who saw his first major league game at the age of 9. The Montreal Expos playing in Puerto Rico. That was the first game that he saw an MLB international game. And now here he is playing shortstop in London, England. Francisco, what does this opportunity mean for you? And knowing you, I know you brought some special swag to the game.
This is great. Whenever you get to expand the game and bring it to a different country, so fans get to experience what we do, the greatest game in the world, you always got to show off some stuff.
You got to show us that.
Big man,
Francisco's ready, Adam. Thanks, Francisco. Have a good one.
We appreciate Francisco getting ready with our Tom Verducci before first pitch today. There's a buzz, there's been a buzz all week in London since we've been in this city for the last 3 days. Kind of tell that there's a buzz in the building. Sean Manaea is a well-traveled man. In fact, he is going to become the third pitcher in Major League history to pitch in 4 different countries. The U.S., Canada, pitched last year in the Mexico series, and now we'll get the start for the New York Mets here in London against a very good Philadelphia Phillies roster.
This Philly roster is amazing. They got power from top to bottom. And I'll tell you what, Sean Manaea's got his work cut out for him. But the key to getting this Philly lineup out is working down the zone. Almost all of them have a down weakness. We'll see. That's really not what he does. He even works that sinker up in the zone. It's got more run than it does sink. But we'll see how he combats that. He has a great fastball. It's sneaky. It gets on these hitters. And these hitters got to be ready to swing.
Well, here is the Philadelphia Phillies lineup. They rank number 2 in Major League Baseball in runs per game. They only scored 7 runs against the Milwaukee Brewers, but only allowed 2 runs in the series. That's what AJ was talking about. That's kind of the epitome and a microcosm of what this season has been for Philadelphia. They can win with offense. They can win with pitching. They're without Trey Turner and without Brandon Marsh right now, but they are still a very dangerous lineup. And it starts with a very dangerous power hitter in Kyle Schwarber, who's been in a little bit of a power slump. From a home run a couple of weeks back, 11 on the year, but he's slowed down a little. And he is quickly out of the count, 2-0.
Well, his power's down, but he still walks. He still walks a ton. His average is up a little bit. His power's down. He walks. He's only faced Manaea twice, and he's walked twice. So that shows you what Kyle Schwarber can do, why he's at the top of the order.
Think there's anything to the power being down, the weight is down. His weight has dropped dramatically. Is there something to that?
I asked him before the game. I said, Kyle, what do you think? And he gets up, eats some fish and chips, and he goes, oh, it's coming, don't worry. He warms up when he gets to June, so he's ready to go.
But you know what? He goes on those really, really hot streaks where he could hit 5 or 6 in a couple of games, and then all of a sudden, he's going to be right back on track.
Been one of the best leadoff power hitters in baseball these last few years. Waits for a 3-1 from Manaea. And bounces it on the ground to second for Iglesias. And there's one down here in the top of the first inning. Mets defensively have not had a great year overall. 27th in fielding percentage, 21st in rating. Good arms across the outfield, Nimmo, Bader, and Marte. Vientos has locked himself as the third baseman as of late. Lindor at short. Iglesias has taken over at second. The excellent Pete Alonso has improved a little as a defender at first. And Torrens is making just his 4th start for the Mets behind the plate. It is ball 1 to JT Realmuto, who has been banged up as of late. Working behind the plate, he's dealt with collisions at the plate, foul balls to various portions of his body, and a barking knee that has been bothering him for the last several weeks. But he's back in the lineup. Got the day off on Wednesday, and then obviously the travel day. And the day off on Friday. 1-1.
in there. A little bit low, though, 2-1.
You mentioned JT banged up. Talked to him before the game. So I thought he might take this weekend off. He had to fly across. He's no chance.
It's pumped to play. They go around. He did, according to the first base umpire, Corey Blazer, and it's 2-2.
Well, he's a man after my own heart. He plays every day. He wants to play every day.
There's guys that traveled all the way across the pond. He did go. There's guys that go all the way across the pond just to see him. So I know they appreciate him taking stepping out.
Called strike 3 as he is frozen by Manaea. They were quickly 2 down here in the first.
I'll tell you, Roberto usually middle in very, very strong, but this year he's been kind of weak inside. Manaea freezes him right there with a comeback two-seamer inside right there, perfect pitch. He's going to have to work these big right-handers inside today to get them off down the way.
Here's the superstar, the player of the month in the National League in May, Bryce Harper, very aggressive. And Manaea, instead of going heater, went with the sweeper. And it's 0-1.
That sweeper right there, the first 2 pitches of Harper, that was the key. His last start was the best start of his whole career, of his whole year this year. He's had 10 strikeouts, a lot of them on that big sweeper.
Side, got 2 balls and a strike on Harper. He's got the nice kicks on. And then he's got the bat swag today, too.
Is that the Fanatic bat?
It's like a Fanatic with the Philly Harper jersey on it as well. The 2-1 outside.
No, it looks like the guards at Buckingham Palace is the Fanatic, is what it is.
There it is. Oh, yeah, it's as one of the King's Guard. So not just the Philly Fanatic, it's a modified British Philly Fanatic.
A Beefeater.
Bring it to.
Is that what they call it?
I believe the Beefeaters are at the Tower of London, and I think they're the King's Guard at Buckingham. There you go.
History lesson.
I'm not. I know the Beefeaters are at the Tower of London, but I'm not sure what they call. They call them Grenadiers.
I thought the Beefeaters had the black hats on. Probably very well.
The British Mets are represented here today, too. Payoff pitch to Harper is fouled away. It's been a great week. Obviously, some of the historic aspects of coming here, the fun nightlife aspects, great food, wonderful cuisine that we've got to experience over the course of the week, and everybody's been exceptionally friendly. It's been a really fun few days here. Payoff pitch, and Harper strokes it the other way down the line. That's a fair ball, and he's got it for extra bases. An easy 2-out double for Bryce Harper to man in scoring position with 2 down for Philadelphia in the first.
Pin selection wise,
2-out double with 2 outs to go in the first.
Away already, and then he comes back down and away again with the straight fastball. AJ, that's probably not what you would have called right there, I think.
I don't mind it, though, because 3-2, he doesn't want to walk him. He's just trying to get him. And there is a hole for Harper down and away if you can get it there, but that's just better hitting than it is pitching. Sean and I was thinking, I'm throwing sweeper. Maybe I can get him to look right here and surprise him, but Bryce Harper's always ready for
But when you've got him already swinging down and away, and you need to throw him the fastball in the same location, I don't know.
There's Alec Bohm.
Oh, I love it.
That's pitcher strike to Bohm, who has been deadly with runners in scoring position, as you might expect for a team that's number 2 in baseball in scoring. As a team, they're very good with runners in scoring position. Only Kansas City and Cleveland have been better in Major League Baseball average-wise than the Phillies, who hit 287 in these spots. Manaea with a chance to get out of this inning with no damage done. Harper, big lead, and Manaea goes with that sweeper inside.
Manaea didn't even look at Harper. Harper could have walked to third. I'm surprised he just didn't take off. He got such a good jump. I think he surprised himself. It was like, I'm too far off. I can get back.
It's been a problem for the Mets overall this year. Manaea has been a culprit of this. The Mets have given up the most stolen bases and the highest stolen base percentage this year. Ball bounces right side. Alonso vacuums it up, and Manaea works around the 2-out. Harper double. So the Mets will come to bat in the bottom of the first here in London.
Life's better when you're under the American Family Insurance roof because they know your house is home base for their dreams. Whether it's a kid like me aiming for the big leagues, future rocket scientist, or a budding prima ballerina. When you feel totally protected, your family's free to pursue their dreams. Which is good.
Let's go.
American Family Insurance. Get a quote, find an agent at amfam.com.
Some of the most brilliant minds in business. No, not you. Or you. You all track business income and expenses with QuickBooks. And you pay all your employees easily and accurately. And you have a business bank account with market-leading APY. Take a full picture of your business on one platform. Now with expert help when you need it. That's how you do business differently.
All right, let's eat. Get on, fellas. Oh, can I get my Pepsi Zero Sugar? I got you. Thanks. Nice. Yeah, that's cool. Just the drink. There it is. Yes. No. Wrong. Wait. There we go. Let's go. I'll just grab it myself.
Right now at Jersey Mike's, earn a $25 off Fanatics promo code for every $25 you spend through the app when you add chips and a drink. Looking for the perfect grill? Find yours at Ace, where the perfect grill comes with free assembly and delivery. Find a Weber, Big Green Egg, Traeger, or Blackstone, and get the one that's right for you. Only at your local Ace. Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Francisco Lindor will lead it off for the Mets against Ranger Suarez, who is pitching a week after he took a line drive from hard-hitting Alec Burleson of the St. Louis Cardinals off of his pitching hand, his left hand. That was at the very last pitch of the second inning, and he did not return in that contest. Game that the Phillies would go on to dominate regardless and win. When he makes his 13th start, he has been outstanding this year. Best ERA and the most wins in Major League Baseball. Lindor, a switch hitter, bats lefty, and he'll take a strike.
And we've seen him flash brilliance in the postseason, but this year he's bringing that in the regular season. He's going to work that great sinker and that big curveball mostly. We're going to see some four-seamers and changeups too.
Lindor launches one to left, aggressive swing, and it's going to blow out the wall. He's going for two. Merrifield got to it quickly, and Lindor has a lead-off Mets film. His 15th of the year to lead the club. And since going to the leadoff spot, boy, Francisco Lindor, AJ feels very comfortable.
He likes it up there. He did that in Cleveland, as Carlos Mendoza, their manager, told us. That's just a fastball down and in the middle, and he does not miss that. Since he's gone, I'll even go farther back than that. May 21st, 359, over 1,000 OPS. He has been great for the Mets at the leadoff spot. I don't think he's moving anytime soon.
So suddenly, Ranger Suarez has a man in scoring position. And Pete Alonso, one of New York's best sluggers, has overcome a slow start. Will stand in and take a strike. It's a little bit more of a balanced roster, seemingly, or at least top of the order for the Mets, with Lindor at the top, then a righty in Alonso, a lefty in Nimmo, and then a veteran righty in J.D. Martinez. 1-1.
I do love what Suarez does. So he's facing a ton of righties. There's 8 righties in this lineup. If you count the switch hitters for the Mets, he hammers them inside. You saw the first 2 pitches to Pete Alonso. Yes, you have to pitch Pete Alonso in, but he will pitch all these righties inside.
Number foul, 1-2 on a curve. This is what the Mets bring to the table, coming off a sweep of the Nationals, and in the last 7 games, they're averaging 6.5 runs a game. Major League average is about 4.3. This is a much better stretch offensively for the Mets. 1-2.
Pistol Pete. Let's go. Pistol Pete.
Hard to connect with. And that's his best pitch. The most strikeouts this year.
Pistol Pete strikes out.
You see the velo down a little bit from years prior, but location is way up. He's locating it. The ball's moving more than it ever has. And, you know, when you see that ball starting to dart in on you, the first thing you do is you kind of freeze. But then when it tails back over the inside corner, man, that's tough.
Nimmo first pitch swinging and he rockets a foul.
I bet they're going to be hyper aggressive too. With a .8 whip, you know he's not going out there walking a whole lot of guys. He's barely walking more than one per start. He's going to challenge these guys, and they're going to come out firing, I bet.
Whip is walks and hits per innings pitch, meaning are you seeing traffic on the base pass as a pitcher? Major league average is 1.26. Anything around 1 is great. He's at .8. That's exceptional. So that's the type of start that this 28-year-old from Venezuela, same country as the Mets manager Carlos Mendoza, has gotten off to in 2024.
Same hometown.
Carlos said, yeah, I know very well. Very well.
We're from the same hometown in Venezuela.
I went off club.
Nimmo is one of the kind of outliers in both these rosters. Actually, you got to attack him kind of up in the zone. You can keep it away from him, but really up in the zone is one of his biggest holes. He kind of gets to that ball down. I know Suarez throws that good sinker. Let's see if he throws the four seamer at the top a little bit against Nimmo.
Opponents are hitting under 200 against his fastballs. Suarez, the sinker is right around 200, a little less. The four-seam fastball opponents are hitting just 163, which against just a fastball is a very low opponent average. But he's behind in the count 3-1 on Nimmo. On the outside edge, a generous strike from Mike Malinsky. Suarez will take it, and it's full.
Perfect strike, AJ.
Yeah, pitcher-catcher love it.
Hey, I'll tell you, it doesn't hurt to have JT Realmuto back there catching the ball, man. He is one of the best framers in the job.
Payoff pitch. Nimmo goes the other way. Lifts a fly ball down the line. Merrifield over into foul ground. Glove from second from Lindor. There are 2 down. Just a little bit more context on Ranger Suarez. 4th pitcher in the last 111 years to go 9-0 with a less than 1.5 ERA in his first 10 starts. That's an incredible pace. Juan Marichal the last to do it. Only the outstanding Yankee rookie Luis Gil has a lower opponent batting average in all of Major League Baseball. Those are 2 guys that may start the All-Star game in Texas, Suarez and Gil. Here's J.D. Martinez. The veteran takes a strike. 4 first pitch strikes against 4 New York Mets. Another breaking ball. A couple of off-speed deliveries from Suarez to start Martinez.
It seemed like to you, AJ and Adam, the great pitchers in the game, when they give up leadoff doubles, more oftentimes than not, they find ways to get that next out without the runner advancing. That's exactly what Ranger did today.
Hard hit for foul. I'm sure there's a myriad of reasons for it, but maybe just an ability to focus and lock in.
Yeah, he's actually surprisingly hasn't been great with runners in scoring position this year, Ranger. He's been kind of league average-ish. The thing is, nobody gets on.
Yeah.
We mentioned his whip. Nobody gets on. Nobody gets in scoring position. So it's really hard to score if nobody gets in those positions, and he doesn't give up a lot of hits anytime.
Ooh, way inside, and I got a piece of Martinez on 0-2. So Suarez sees one get away from him.
See, he's trying to go back to that sinker inside, trying to start it off the plate and run it back in.
Get by the pitch. Now you got 2 on.
Work it back to the D right there instead of starting at the D, working back to the corner.
So 2 on for Marte. th career game for Starling Marte against the Philadelphia Phillies. Longtime Pittsburgh Pirate, of course, but has been a key for this New York Met team. Now it is 3rd season with the Mets. Realmuto is able to recover.
Another great stop by Realmuto. The first one for me, this is incredible. This is how athletic JT Realmuto is. This is just a yank heater that he just throws his body in front and so far away, that block, along with this one, now that one was more luck than the first one. But the first one, think about it. Lindor would have been on 3rd, sack fly, it's 1-0. Yep. It's going to be anyways.
A base hit for Marte into the corner.
All right.
Lindor will score. Plus
Rodriguez Martinez will get the stop sign at third. It's an RBI double with 2 outs for Marte. And the Mets strike first in London.
I know it's early, but we're going to wait and see if that hand has anything to do with this command going forward. He's thrown a couple of balls at no plate. He has spotted up a few times, but caught a couple of too much of the plate. He hit the guy in the leg. That was the key, right? He had the guy 0-2, and he let him slip away. Right there, just right in the middle of the plate, made a mistake. Marte doesn't miss those.
Just a poorly executed changeup right there. Up, down the middle. You just don't change up in the dirt. JT said, all right, we'll try it again. A lot of times catchers and pitchers like to throw 2 pitches back to back. That one was right down the middle. Marte didn't miss it. Their second double.
And usually Suarez isn't giving up hits. He's given up 2 extra base hits in this first inning, inducing a visit from Caleb Cotham to talk things over with Suarez. It's the first time through the order that opponents get their best shot, seemingly, at Suarez. It's kind of the opposite for most pitchers. You usually see the batting average and OPS go up the second time through, maybe the third time through. For Suarez, it's been quite the opposite. Usually it's the first time through. Opponents have a 525 OPS. For reference, league average is a little less than 700. Here's Mark Vientos, who came back in mid-May from AAA and has been one of the Mets' best hitters. And he has solidified himself for the time being at that revolving door of the third base position.
I looked over this guy pretty close before the game. Scouting report, just breaking down his film. He doesn't have a whole lot of weaknesses, I'll be honest. He covers the ball off the plate in. He covers the ball off the plate away. I saw him stay on the fastball middle in and drive it to right center. And I saw him stay on breaking balls and hit them out to left. It's I mean, if you're hitting that fastball to right center and the off speed to left, that's a really good place to be as a hitter.
Vientos will take inside. Brent Beatty had been the main third baseman to start the year. He got sent down to AAA. Vientos, who's very tight with Beatty, ended up kind of taking over that position and has been very good. Beatty is on the trip. Both teams are allowed a 27th man for this 2-game set, just to make it a little bit easier and have a little bit more roster flexibility. And if there is an injury, both teams have 2 additional taxi squad players for the minor leagues on the trip too. 2-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. Got a foul tip into the glove. And Suarez limits it to just 1 run. But Marte gets New York on the board. Lindor double to start the inning. 3 batters later, Marte drives him home. It's 1-0 New York.
With no fees or minimums and no overdraft fees, banking with Capital One is the easiest decision in the history of decisions. Even easier than this. We need a clutch hit. Derek Jeter.
Hang in there, rookie.
Yep, even easier than that. With no fees or minimums and no overdraft fees, is it even a decision? That's banking reimagined. What's in your wallet?
In English, what's the hardest thing to say?
Anything with a TH.
They through 3, 5th, 6th, 4th, 5th, and then 6th.
Or you mean what's really hard emotionally to say?
Yeah, like that.
Oh. Goodbye.
I forgive you.
I was wrong.
For me, it's saying I love you. That's tough to say in any language.
My schedule's pretty jam-packed these days. I've got 2, 3 birthday parties on Saturday, and Sunday, that's my me time.
How's that look?
Works for me.
Works for me.
Introducing Valvoline Restore and Protect.
a first-of-its-kind innovation that returns pistons to factory clean by removing up to 100% of deposits. Restore your engine to perform like new. All new Restore and Protect. Another first from Valvoline.
Today's telecast is sponsored by Valvoline. Maximize the life of your engine with new Restore and Protect. Second inning, Mets have a lead for Sean Manaea, and he'll deal with Nick Castellanos, who's hit it well in his career. Takes a strike. Big week for Castellanos, a walk-off against Milwaukee Tuesday, and the key home run Wednesday. For a Phillies offense that's been so good all year, but could only muster 7 runs against the Brewers. But when you only allow 2 in a 3-game sweep, well, that's going to get the job done. That's the story for Philly this week.
But like we talked about in the open, they've been known traditionally for homers, runs, bunches. They haven't been that offense as much this year.
Man, Sean Manaea. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. And 3 pitches to get Castellanos.
And that is the key to get Castellanos. He kills the ball off lefties up in the zone. He's hitting over 600 up in the zone against lefties this year. 132 down. You got to stay down. He knows that. Going into the game, he knew the scouting report. He went out there and executed perfectly.
Castellanos retired. That'll bring up Bryson Stott. Stott, one of the tougher outs in this Philadelphia lineup. Hard to strike out.
That was a good start for Manaea here in the second inning because his entire year in the second inning, he has over 6.5 ERA. But the rest of the game, he's under 3. So if he gets through the second inning, he usually cruises pretty well. But the second inning, who knows why? Usually it's guys first inning. Yeah, for Sean Manaea this year, it's been the second inning.
The only thing I would pinpoint that is the spot in the order that you often face, right? You're usually facing a 4, 5, 6, perhaps if you get through the first inning a little bit easier. But again, that's not every time. That's just a small.
It's a mental thing.
Yeah.
Even if you don't want to admit it, sometimes it gets in your head.
Like, oh, shoot, that second inning. I see my numbers. Oh, man, I got to get through this frame.
Well, even if he's not thinking about it, after the game, the reporters always ask you about it.
What happened in the second?
What is it about the second inning? You know, I don't know, man. I can't explain it, you know? And that's what happens.
Stott yet to take the bat off his shoulder. A payoff pitch coming from Manaea. Man, didn't swing at all. And now Manaea's got back-to-back strikeouts. He's used the changeup to get Real Muto looking. Sinker on Castellanos looking, and a 95-mile-an-hour fastball on Stott looking.
Well, what he's doing is he is painting that arm side away. Whether it's righties or lefties hitting, the glove side away, the glove side, which is into righties, away to lefties, he is just painting that pitch.
Got a really good fastball this year. So now more aggressive, and Mundo Sosa will foul one away.
Watch his arm slide. It's a little lower than normal. It's kind of funky. His arm, it kind of hides behind his body. The ball really sneaks up on the hitter. So you see 93. 93 actually plays like 96.
It's almost like kind of a sling, like a whip in there.
It is. It kind of whips it around there. But watch, it stays behind his body the whole time. You can't really see it because all of a sudden it pops on you. And he's working that big sweeper slider thing on the plate and off the plate. That's why you get guys to freeze at it, because it comes out of the same spot. Call that tunneling. Comes out of the same spot. Looks like it's going to break off the plate. No, it stays straight.
2-1. Inside 3-1 on Sosa.
You know, something to look for. You see that, folks? You see that background? Oh, gosh. You see the glare on that? From where we're sitting, you can't see it as much, but from down on the field, that is a glare.
Sosa skies it. Second baseman Iglesias. He's got to battle a little bit of that bright sunshine, but he's got it. And Manaea with the shutdown 1-2-3 inning. That's lead.
This is Roundup Dual Action. This stuff doesn't just kill existing weeds down to the root. It keeps working for up to 4 months, from the first days of spring to the 4th day of July. From summer beach days to pumpkin spice lattes. From sweltering days to sweater weather days. Roundup Dual Action kills existing weeds and keeps on working for up to 4 months. That's 120 days of days. Guaranteed or your money back. Roundup Dual Action. This stuff works.
To start a business, you need an idea.
It's a pillow with a speaker in it.
That's right, Craig. A team that's highly competent.
I'm just here for the internet. AT&T, it's super fast.
Reliable. You locked us out? Solution-oriented. And most importantly,
Is the internet out? Don't worry, we have AT&T internet backup.
the next level network. I sold a pillow.
If you're finally ready to take a trip without the kids, why stay at a hotel with more kids? Get an Airbnb and have the place to yourselves.
Michelin innovates once more with Michelin acoustic technology, reducing cabin noise by cushioning road vibrations. Michelin, motion for life.
There's your biggie bag. Oh, that's good for $5. That's my go-to. Ooh, that's my ride or die. Just like you and me. Bag boys. Bag boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? Only bring your food.
Go Biggie and get all this with the JBC for just $5.
Hey, thanks for the backup.
Welcome back to the 2024 London Series on Fox, presented by Zoom Workplace. Tower Bridge. Great sights here in London. Harrison Bader in the 7th spot for the Mets stands in and takes a strike.
Tower Bridge, where Spider-Man got into a huge fight with the guy in the last Spider-Man.
No Mysterio.
Yes.
And other actual things have also taken place there, but I'm willing to fit the Spider-Man thing up with you. Suarez needed 23 pitches to get through the first couple of doubles and just one run. Breaking ball is popped up by Bader on the infield. Everybody rushing in. It'll be stopped. Second baseman drop.
Last year we went on a little boat cruise down the 10th. I could not believe that wasn't the London Bridge.
The London Bridge is actually the original. Is in Arizona. I know you don't believe that. You can't imagine why. But the actual London Bridge is the second London Bridge, and it's the most boring bridge in the world.
The second London Bridge looks like an overpass in South Georgia. But the Tower Bridge is amazing.
Who's Jose Iglesias? It's like an overpass in South Georgia.
Which, if you're from London and listen to this, is a beautiful thing.
Yeah, sure. Iglesias will take outside. Jose, an 11-year Major League veteran, was on a minor league deal with the Mets and has taken over at second base. Another spot where it's been a little bit of a revolving door. Jeff McNeil has really struggled offensively and has kicked some on defense, too. Iglesias, since coming up from AAA, has been really good. He said lefties well. There's McNeil, the batting champion, just a couple of years ago, but the offensive numbers just have not been there for the struggling second baseman. Meanwhile, Iglesias back up at the big league level as hits in all 5 games he's played so far. But he's out in front that time on Suarez changeup. It's 2-2.
Well, McNeil's been out for a while now. This is his 4th straight game of not starting. 5 out of 7. They expect him to play tomorrow. That's a thing for him. You look at his drop-off. His batting average is way down. His defense has struggled.
Boy, Suarez freezes Iglesias with that sinker. 3 Ks all on that sinker so far from Suarez.
Absolutely love the strike zone we got here working for our pitchers today. Iglesias not such a fan of it. Mets fans not such a fan of it, but Realmuto with an amazing frame job again.
Realmuto better on the edges as a framer, but that's just a pretty generous zone, I would say, from Malinsky. 6 strikeouts between the two hurlers. We've got 5 looking so far, and Torrens, just his 5th game with the Mets, takes a strike.
Well, if you're on the other side, though, your side's telling you, hey, he's giving off 6-7 inches off from the inside corner to the right-handers. Go see if you can hit that spot, right?
Well, Manaea's been doing it. Let's not forget, Manaea's been hammering these righties for the Phillies inside, too.
But Can he get it even more in there is the question.
Mason Torrens, who has been a Padre, a Mariner, a Cub, and now this season with the New York Mets. After he was with the Yankees in the minor leagues. Bounces one to second. To his right is Stott to make a clean play. A clean hitting from Suarez. 1, 2, 3. Both pitchers go 1, 2, 3 in the second.
The excellence of driving a Buick is matched by the excellence of the dealership experience when you own a Buick. Buick, exceptional by design.
Sign and drive is here. Current eligible Buick or GMC lessees get this ultra-low mileage lease on this 2024 Encore GX Preferred for around $327 per month with zero due at signing.
Come on, that time become grooving up slowly. They got juju up Hollywood, holy roller. He got, I know you, you know me. One thing I can tell you is you got to be free. Hold together, right now, over me.
Electric tracer steps. The heat is on.
What?
The walls are closing in. And everyone's a suspect. Are you just quoting cop shows? That's what they want us to think.
He's just quoting cop shows.
I'm too old for this.
We're not detectives. We're connectivity experts. If millions of communities rely on us for fiber, internet, and mobile, you can too. Optimum, where local is big time.
Introducing the all-new 2024 Lincoln Nautilus Hybrid. Now is the Lincoln Nautilus Hybrid for $510 a month for 39 months with $53.31 cash due at signing.
Suit up for the summer at MLBShop.com. Largest selection of jerseys, caps, t-shirts, collectibles, and more. MLBShop.com. Bouncing ball off the bat of Whit Merrifield, snared by Mark Vientos. One pitch for Manaya to get the first out of this third inning.
I don't think MLB Shop does sells for face paint.
No, you got to go to Philly Sports Guy, who we just saw, to make it right. Or you could visit this beautiful area for this artist here. That is wonderfully done. My gosh. There's the number 9 here, Pache, taking a strike. Pache has had a walk-off this year. He's filled in at center field. You can count a ball and a strike, and so far, in just 200, but center field has seen some good defense between Pache and Johan Rojas.
He's a great defender and a good fastball hitter. He does not love the off-speed stuff. He has a pretty good weakness on the breaking balls. We'll see if Manea can get ahead of him. We'll probably drop that sweeper down and in on him.
Fouled away. That's 2 balls and 2 strikes on Pache. There's Rob Thompson, who took over just about 2 years ago, June the 3rd, 2022, after Joe Girardi was fired. All he's done is win 199 game since. A win. The next one will be his 200th as Phillies manager. Pache to short. Lindor throws him out. Rob actually fought the jet lag after the Phillies got here on Thursday by going over to one of the Philly bars over Passyunk Avenue. And not only did he get greeted by Philadelphia memorabilia and paraphernalia and about 500 Phillies fans, but also gave a toast.
That's crazy.
That's a pretty nice way to fight the jet lag, so you can stay awake and then sleep on a normal schedule.
Back to the top, and Schwarber taking a strike.
What do you think about the fans I saw in London? There was a lot, at least 75% Philly fans over Mets fans. You see the stands.
Definitely felt like it.
It was that way in the airport, too. I could not believe how many Philly fans were in the airport. And I went into that Philly sports bar, too, from Paseo. That is a cool place. That tunnel, all graffitied out.
How about this inning for Minaya? After he had a couple of strikeouts in the second, he gets 3 ground ball outs in a 9-pitch top of the third. We'll talk to Bryce Harper coming up on the other side.
If I buy tickets to a game for me and my girlfriend, but then we break up, do you have an innovation to make us get back together?
No, we can't bring your girlfriend back, but you can sell the ticket on SeatGeek and maybe get your money back.
That's a shame. I mean, the relationship had run its course. We were just kind of moving in different directions. We wanted it. Well, we did. We wanted different things. We wanted different things.
If you have chronic kidney disease, you can reduce the risk of kidney failure with Farxiga, because there are places you'd like to be. Farxiga can cause serious side effects, including ketoacidosis that may be fatal, dehydration, urinary tract or genital yeast infections, and low blood sugar. A rare life-threatening bacterial infection in the skin of the perineum could occur. Stop taking Farxiga and call your doctor right away if you have symptoms of this infection, an allergic reaction, or ketoacidosis.
Ion. Electrified. Hunguk Tire.
Discover customer service. This is Maya.
Oh, hi, Maya. You robots are sounding more human every day.
At Discover, everyone can talk to a human representative.
All right, prove it.
Wait, are you a robot?
24/7 U.S.-based customer service.
How would I prove that I'm not?
Player of the month of the National League for the month of May, Bryce Harper leads this Philadelphia Phillies group. For the faces of baseball here in London, Francisco Lindor cranks one out to left field, and it's caught by Merrifield. 1 pitch, 1 out, so that cuts our time with Bryce down a little bit. But Bryce, you want to give us some love out to anybody back in America?
Yeah, Crew Man, what's up, dude? I know you're watching. Brooklyn, sis, what's up, girl? I love you guys so much. I just can't wait to get home and be with you guys. I love you so much.
Those are Bryce's kids, and we appreciate Bryce taking the time with us. Just give us a quick sense, a couple of days here, another game tomorrow, a lot of travel for you guys as of late. What's the experience been like so far?
Yeah, it's been fun. I think we've been 18 time zones in like 17 days or something like that. Something crazy. So definitely a little torn down, but I think we're having a blast out here. What a great venue this is at. Great crowd. I mean, 60,000 or something like that. I mean, it's pretty incredible, man.
Pete Alonso here for the Mets.
Bryce, you were talking about the jet lag or the time zones and all that. Your first at bat, it didn't affect you when you rocked that double down the left field line.
Hey, I'll take another one of those. I love that. No doubt.
Were you, when you hit, do you look, I don't want to give away all your secrets here, but do you guess pitches, locations, or are you just looking for the ball?
Yeah, I mean, it kind of depends on who I'm facing. If I face him a lot, or if not, trying to jump on something early, or trying to work deep into the count, or anything like that. I don't know. It kind of just depends on the game, right? I mean, where you're in the game, game plan, things like that. So it just kind of depends.
Bryce gets right off me alive.
I don't know about that.
Hey, Bryce, talk to me about the transition to first base. How's that been for you?
It's been good. I'm like that, bro. No, I mean, I think just, Bobby Dickerson, working with him every single day, spring training, and last year as well. His first thing to me was, really understanding, like, hey, if we're going to do this, we're going to do it the right way. And we're not going to take any days off. We're going to get better out there, and it's been great. I've had a lot of fun, and still trying to learn, where to be on the field. Or I get caught watching the game sometimes because somebody makes a sick play. I'm like, oh no, I got to cover room space. So but really good, fun.
One out of Brandon Nimmo is inside. Do you get, as being a former outfielder for a long time, do you get a little bit nervous? Like Brandon Nimmo's a big boy standing up there. He's about 85 feet from you. Do you get a little nervous? Like, this ball's going to get on me quick.
Yeah, there's a couple guys in this league, man. It's, big old Olsen down there in Atlanta. That's not fun. Otani, obviously. But, fast infield right here, too. So any guy that gets up there is a big leaguer. They're going to hit the ball hard, so you better be ready.
What's the hardest play, transition-wise, to first base that you found to make?
Man, let's see. Maybe the double play right here. Just like, getting off the bag and throwing to second base. You get rushed a little bit. You think you don't have time, and you have to understand it's like J.J. Hardy, right? He's one of the best at it. Really just making the play, seeing the ball into the glove. Make sure you grab the ball out of the glove and then throw to second base. Try to take your time, knowing that you have time.
2-2 on Nimmo with Alonso at first. A bouncing ball to third. Could it be a double play? Boom to Scott to Harper. It's beaten out by Brandon Nimmo. They get the lead out at second base on Alonso. 2 away. That's exactly what you were thinking about drawing up, Bryce. You had to make that transition right there, right?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, just really just understanding you have time, right? I mean, that's the biggest thing. And we have such a great infield. I mean, Stars helped me so much over here. Him being at second base and him playing second, in the infield for a long time. It's it's good to have guys out here that have done it for a long time.
JD Martinez to the plate with a man at first and 2 down. Hard hit ball, but it is fouled.
Bryce, how was your pitching game?
I don't want to jinx myself.
Of course, the pitcher would ask that when the response is over, right?
Yeah. Thanks a lot. Not bad. Oh, that's great. I'll let you know at the end of the year.
Sound like Tony La Russa.
They had a rain out of all places, Chase Field in Arizona. Because some idiot left the roof. Because they left the roof open.
Adam, AJ, Bryce down on the field.
They left the roof open and it rained.
The top record in baseball as it stands now.
In Arizona.
Done it in different ways, right? Pitching's been good.
That's hilarious. Oh my God, that is freaking hilarious.
How you kind of encapsulate what you guys have seen this year.
Yeah, I mean, I think you hit it on the head, man. Our starting pitching has been dominant. And anytime you have starting pitching like that, pitching games, I think the ebbs and flows of the season obviously are going to happen. And it's part of the game. But if we can stay on track and understand who we are as a team and organization, I think we right where we want to be at the end. And it's a long season, and you play a season for a reason, man. I mean, my dad always used to say you play a season for a reason, no matter April or October. Just play the whole year and see where you're at the end, and good things will happen.
Bryce, I know we're distracting you a little bit with the runner on first. Did you try to get to listen to what the first base coach whispers in the guy's ear?
I swear, every time they say 1 out or 2 outs, they still. Happens all the time, man.
Called strike 3. Ranger Suarez strikes out Martinez, and Bryce, really appreciate the time, brother. Thank you so much for taking on with us. Appreciate it.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention, please.
I just wanted to remind you that Geico makes it easy to bundle your home and car insurance. In fact, it's so easy. It reminds me of a joke my mate told me. Now, a knuckle warmer and a catcher walk into a pool. Get it? Wow, they really like that one.
It's easy to Geico, official partner of Major League Baseball.
Don't stumble celebrated film of the summer. Apes together, Chicago. Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, PG-13.
Whether you're doing it yourself or hiring a pro, today, let's paint. Exclusively at Home Depot.
I was born with wings, but psoriasis clipped them until I got clear skin with Boozelix.
Most people got 100% clear skin, some after the first dose.
Serious side effects, including suicidal thoughts and behavior, infections, and lowered ability to fight them. Liver problems and inflammatory bowel disease have occurred. Tell your doctor if these happen or worsen, or if you've had a vaccine or plan to.
Start to get yourself back with Bimzelx.
Ask your dermatologist about Bimzelx today.
Want from watching the big match? Save the day by using the Bank of America customized cash rewards card and choose to earn 3% cash back on online purchases, like live streaming.
Michelin innovates on the road and far beyond by manufacturing prosthetic leg belts that allow for greater flexibility of movement. Michelin, motion for life.
Welcome back to London. I'm with Carlos Mendoza, Mets manager. I've always wanted to say those words. Tell me about, we see Sean Manaea back on the mound here. 44 pitches, no walks. What do you like so far?
Yeah, I like how he's popping his long, using his fastball, and then expanding when he needs to. But it comes down to the fastball, using his fastball, and that's what he's doing right now. He's staying on that time.
Carlos, you came upon a winning lineup. See the hard out to center field. The winning lineup combination about a week and a half ago with Francisco Lindor at the top. We saw it once again. What is it about this lineup construction that is working?
Yes, like you said, started with Lindor leading off, and he embraced it. He's a really good player, obviously. But he's getting good at bats, seeing some results, getting on base, setting the table for the big boys. And I like how he's scoring right now with a lefty between the two big righties. And obviously Lindor and his ability to switch hit and impact baseball in so many ways.
Thanks so much for your time, Carlos.
You got it.
Arrested for the Phillies to start out this frame as Real Muto lined out. And now Bryce Harper going after the first pitch and lands harmlessly foul. 0-1 on Harper, who is the only man to reach against Manaea. He had a 2-out double in the first. We appreciate Bryce taking the time out to chat with us, give a shout out to his kids and his dad Ron as well. The ambassadors and faces of this sport as Philadelphia makes its international debut outside of North America. Of course, obviously they play in Canada. That sweeper, 0-2.
That's the pitch that I've seen him chase more times than not this season. He's not picking up that big breaking sweeper or slider that's working away from him. He has not had good swings at that this season.
Let's snap on foul.
Well, now, Manaea, be smart enough or dumb enough to not throw it to him again. Like he did his last at bat. He threw a fastball, rifled it down the left field line for the only hit.
Here's the thing. If a hitter's showing you that they'll chase off the plate and swing ugly, do it again.
So he's kind of attacked that general area down and away.
Yeah. They want to get themselves out. You have to let them try to do it. Don't give them a chance, you know. If he wants to throw the fastball at you, I think he should throw it off the plate again to set up something down and away again.
Well, Harper has a couple holes, right? Up and in, but it's a small hole. If you miss, he will do damage. And then down and away is the other place you can really go.
A lot of down and away in this at-bat.
That one right there. So if he starts that a little bit higher, it's got to start and goes up, right? It's got to look tasty to the hitter's eyes at first, and then it's got to break off that. It can't start low.
2-2 pitch. That one started out in the middle of the plate, and Harper rips it deep to right field, and it is gone. Bryce Harper, the first home run across the pond for Philadelphia. We're tied at 1. Exactly what you took. Oh, beautiful celebration after the goal. The equalizer. That's what it is.
Can't say I've seen that one before.
I love soccer, and you just kept yelling as Bolt fouls it away.
So that slider that he was swinging at before, the one out, the shape of it's good, but you see he starts it at him. And Bryce was bailing. As you start it at him and break it back to the middle, that's right into danger zone with Bryce Harper. He hits those now.
That's exactly what you guys were just talking about avoiding. You can throw those sweepers, you can throw them down and away, but if you hang one, AJ, just like you said,
oh, that's a hanger. Oof. That start as a left-handed hitter, former left-handed hitter off a lefty, you want the one that starts at you. That one started at you. He had seen 5 in a row. Sean Mania hung now when Bryce didn't miss it. Goes into his full soccer celebration. Yelling, he loves soccer.
I love soccer.
And now he's going to be asking to be mic'd up every game. Be it's a double and a homer.
Yeah.
When he's mic'd up.
You're welcome, other broadcast outlets. The 1-2 pitch to Alec Bohm. Hard hit, a rocket into right field. After 8 straight retired by Mania, now a home run by Harper and a hard struck single by Bohm. Back to the home run by Bryce Harper, the 321st of his career.
If he'd have been on his game, though, he'd have said, I love football.
He would have, really specified it. Association football is my jam.
You can see it's middle in, it's up, AJ, it's belt high, middle in. Bryce Harper, breaking balls. I love to know what the batting average of Bryce Harper is on belt high, hangers, middle in.
A bajillion, I think is the
It's a bajillion.
First pitch, swinging Castellanos fouls it. I mean, the reaction was the best part.
But I love football.
I thought he was a split second away from just ripping the jersey off and flinging it into the seats. Castellanos waves and misses. Nothing in 2.
I'll be honest, I didn't know what I was looking at until he said I love soccer.
Did you know watch football?
I can watch football, I do some, but it's one of a kind. Never seen it.
You watch Ted Lasso. You don't watch
Oh, greatest football coach ever, right?
Aggressive Castellanos swings again. This is popped up into shallow left. Nimmo coming in. He's got it for out number 2. Back to first goes Alec Bohm.
Is there a guy in Major League Baseball right now that loves the big stage more than Bryce Harper? It seems like every big moment, this guy lives for big situations, big moments. He wants to be up there. He wants to prove what he can do, and it seems like he comes through a lot more than he does.
He takes to it, right? I think is a great way to say he takes to the ball.
Well, are we supposed to believe that he came up with that on the spot? He worked on that.
First pitch swinging, flip my stop.
He came up with that idea because he knew he was going to hit a home run. He did. He loves the big stage. I agree.
Well, when he big leagued you, that's what he was thinking about. He was thinking, what kind of celebration can I have?
He did. He came in the clubhouse today, locked in, headphones on, head down, and I walked up and held my hand out for a handshake. He just kept walking. I'm like, cool, man. I am officially a member of the media now.
Well, 1 to Stott is in there for a strike, nothing in 2. He just has J.D. Martinez, in fact, for most home runs among active players. Now Bryce is 6th among active players. Martinez 7th. Chance to limit the damage again for Mania. Get out of this inning with nothing else. 1 and 2 on Stott. 32-year-old from Indiana. Well-traveled. He's been to about 15 different countries. He loves traveling. He said he was thrilled to get an opportunity to come to and then pitch in London. Staying away from Stott 2 and 2.
All right, now he's thrown 2 sliders off the plate, down and away. He hasn't offered it either one at a perfect time for the backdoor 2-seamer right here.
Over the 2-2 pitch to Stott. And was tacking up with that sinker.
Yeah, if he executes that right there, I think he gets it taken free.
Stott spoils that pitch. Well, this has been a very impactful player. That's what you can say. When he drives one in, Phillies do well. 2-2 pitch to Stott. There's another one away.
Usually when your stars do well, your team does well. Teams usually go as their stars go. And Phillies wins. They're 44-19, so they have a lot of guys doing a lot of things. But Bryce Harper is the epicenter of their team, and when he goes, obviously the Phillies go even better.
Is it 21-0?
Yep. 3-2. This is what Bryson Stott does. Again, we told you he's one of the toughest outs in this Philadelphia lineup. He's making it tough on Mania, who's really been cruising the last inning plus after he needed 35 pitches to get through the first 2 innings. Looked like he was en route to another quick frame, even with the homer.
Fastball down the way, I think.
It's a missing upstairs. And the inning extends with Stott with 1. Today's telecast is sponsored by Geico. Whatever you need, get more with Geico. Visit from Jeremy Hefner out to the mound to chat with Mania and company. This ballpark, the stadium, was commissioned for the 2012 Summer Olympics. London Stadium, again the home of the Premier League's West Ham United, Stratford District of London. They moved the fences out after 2019 when we had home run derby, and last year the Cardinals and Cubs played here to Tom Verducci, a little less offense last season.
Yeah, interesting too that it was a lot warmer last year as the ball was carried, but it's the same field, exactly the same field. They actually picked up these tiles of turf and the dirt, and they put them in storage and broke them out again for this game a year later. Now the dirt you see on the infield comes from Pennsylvania, Slippery Rock, Pennsylvania, and it's the same dirt that is used in 25 of the 30 Major League parks. So it should play the way the Major Leaguers expect it to play.
There's Edmundo Sosa, who's got to deal with those elements playing short. We'll take inside. It is an interesting turf. We talked to both managers about it. You guys both walked on it. Obviously, Wayno, as Tom just mentioned, played on this turf with St. Louis last year. It works fast, and it's a little bouncy, according to Rob Thompson.
It is not a little bouncy. It is a full-on trampoline up. And if you catch, AJ and I talked about it before the game, if there's a blooper coming up and the outfielder's charging in on it, it has danger of bouncing over his head. We're going to probably see in this series a ball bounce over the fence.
It's a bouncing ball wide of third. We saw that on that little pop-up foul from, I think it was Harper, that looped down the left-hand line. It landed, and then it took a nice hop after it landed. So,
I almost broke my nose last year throwing the ball down to see what it would bounce like, and I wasn't anticipating it bouncing up inside of the head. And if I didn't move the last second, I would have had a broken orbital bone or something.
It might have been better for you.
It might have looked better.
Sosa lifts it to right, charging his Marte towards the line, and that's going to drop. That's being out. And that allows Stott to race to the third base. Off the first for a moment came Sosa. But he'll deal with a two-out single, and the Phillies have runners at the corners. Ball comes in to score, and they've got the lead.
Is that right on cue right there, that bounce?
Right on cue.
What's this bounce right here? Marte played it smart, though. He knew that was going to bounce. That's why you go in here and probably look at that bounce. Oh, my goodness, man. That got 15 feet in the air.
What's interesting to me is I thought Marte, when that ball was hit, was going to catch that ball easily. And he didn't get there, then you're right. He played it smartly. But because of that bounce, it almost allowed Stott to come around from first and score by. Listen, Dusty Lawson, their third base coach, he was thinking about it.
Merrifield takes ball one.
I bet you they play a little more tentative out there, knowing that if they don't get it exactly right, that bounce is going to be pretty bad for them. You know,
I would think when you're not familiar with a place, you want to see the bounces before you start attacking. One on Merrifield. That was with you, AJ. I thought Marte had the beat on it, but again, he didn't want to be over-aggressive. And see that one bounce over the head?
You see him kind of shove it down at the end, thinking, like, I'm not going to get to this, and if I dive for it, it's going to bounce over my head. Yep. So it's better off give up the one run.
Phillies got the lead.
And give up two or possibly three, right? Sosa running.
Unless you're pitching, and you're like, dive for it.
Merrifield lifts one deep to left. Nibble back, turning around, and with Merrifield.
Damn it!
A three-run shot, and the Phillies with a big frame lead it 9-1.
You know, Whit Merrifield is a guy, I've felt this all year. If he plays every day, he gets better and better. He is still such a good hitter. I know he's got some tough numbers to look at. Whit Merrifield can still play. He's a great player. He reacts so well right there to the inside. Was it fastball or changeup?
Changeup.
Yeah. Kind of pulled it in.
He clears the bags, 2 homers and 5 runs in the frame. Merrifield has his third Philadelphia homer.
And Chum and I have been so good until that home run for Bryce Harper. Bryce Harper saying, get up. That has to feel so good for Whit Merrifield. Some struggles in Philadelphia, has lost some playing time, gets that changeup, hits it out of the park. I'm just disappointed in the celebration. He's got to come up with something like Bryce did.
That turf does not allow for a head first slide though.
That's very good.
That's a rough burn.
Hard hit towards the gap, left center field. That's going to get down into a one-hop to the fence. And Christian Pache speeds into second base with a 2-out double. Minaya was 1 strike away from getting out of the inning against Bryson Stott. He was ahead 0-2. Stott worked the walk, and since then, 3 runs and another extra base hit.
0-2 walk, a loop to right that maybe, you think your right fielder might get a better jump on, but those are the ones that keep you up at night. Sometimes it's the home run, but most of the time it's the stuff leading up to the home run. Golly, if I'd have just gotten an 0-2, or man, if I could have just, not jammed him so bad and popped him up right, he caught that ball. Those are the ones that keep you up.
But it's location.
It is.
But Minaya was so good. He was so good into these right-handed hitters. So good using the ball, like you said, throwing the ball down. This inning, he's just been up. He's been in the middle of the plate way too much. But the Phillies, with their offense, they don't miss those pitches. Sean Minaya here is learning the hard way.
Minaya, who pitched well against the Phillies in May in New York. Got a no decision in 6 innings of work. He's not long for this game as it stands right now. It's been a 32-pitch inning. And remember, he got the first out of the inning while Tom Bernucci was talking to Carlos Mendoza. GT Realmuto lined out on the first pitch of this frame. Schwarber back at the top with a big cut. That was 5 runs across. Everybody's feeling it.
That's danger zone too to Kyle Schwarber. You can get Schwarber down, you can get him in, but you cannot usually get him middle up. That is not where you go.
Quickly, 0-2 on Schwarber.
But
again, trying to get out of the inning.
This speaks to the extension that he gets. I know he has that weird arm slide too, but he's in the top 96 percentile in extension on his delivery also. He gets way down the mound. If you watch this little hip slide that he comes off the rubber with, he's way down the mound. That arm coming out of nowhere. It can be tough on the fastball.
6'5", Sean Minaya. Home with an 0-2. Schwarber fights it up.
I was looking before the game, thinking we're pretty close here to the field. But we're close, and not very hot. It's a good chance for us to get a foul ball. But they put the net in the worst possible spot to get a foul ball.
It would have to be like a wanted bullet curving around some of the architecture.
I'm glad they have the nets up, at least on the sides, AJ. I don't know if the Londoners know about catching baseballs, but I don't know, they play cricket without a glove, so maybe they do. They're tougher than we are.
1-2 to Schwarber. Rocket to center. Bader dives, and he trapped it. That will allow a run to score. Pache comes around. It's a 6-run Philly fourth. Schwarber with a shimmy and an RBI. And it looks like that's going to be it for Sean Minaya as the Phillies bat through here in this.
Now you want to take him out.
Only 1 out.
It gives up 5 runs, and now you want to take him out?
And 6 runs across. Minaya, who's been really solid this year, is going to see his day come to a close without getting out of the 4th. The home of West Ham United, the site, Bryce Harper, the equalizer. Now the Phillies with the lead.
This Chevy Truck's advanced camera technology lets you see over, under, through, down, and any other direction you may need.
Guy, man, this guy.
To 8 available
Guy.
cameras and 14 views.
Mets, man.
So you can focus on the view that really matters. Don't miss
Same
a thing.
nonsense.
Chevy's got you. Chevrolet.
Same nonsense every year.
Whether you're doing it yourself or hiring a pro, today, let's paint. Exclusively at the Home Depot.
Hey, thanks for the backup.
All right, let's eat. Get off, fellas.
Okay.
zero sugar.
I got you. Thanks. Nice. Yeah, that's cool. Just the drink. There it is. Yes. No. Ron. Wait. There we go. Let's go. I'll just grab it myself. Hold on. Right now at Jersey Mike's, earn a $25 off Fanatics promo code for every $25 you spend through the app when you add chips and a drink.
It's a Super Saturday showdown. Your city lights up as the Dodgers battle the Yankees. All part of Super Saturday on Fox.
Wayne, I know you can sympathize with Sean Manaea with a tough inning, especially when 5 of those 6 runs coming with 2 out.
Man, I'm telling you, those 2 out runs keep you up at night, especially when you're in London and you got to travel back 8 hours or whatever it is to get back. It sticks with you.
There's Real Muto against Sean Reed Foley, who's been one of the better relievers for the New York Mets. He is very low ERA. He's been very good as of late. Scoreless, or at least no earned runs in 15 of those 17 outings. Real Muto started this inning with a first pitch line out to center. Quickly 2-0.
Well, you don't want to make 2 outs in that inning, for sure. Because then all your teammates are like, well, someone's got to make it out. Right?
I remember Yanni used to do that. He'd be like, everybody hits.
The 6-run, 6-hit Philadelphia fourth. It's 3-0 from Reed Foley to Real Muto.
I just feel like, now that I'm retired especially, I feel so bad for pitchers when they have a bad inning or a bad outing or whatever. It like hurts my soul, you know?
Take all the way again. Not to dredge up horrible memories, but you understand what it's like. New ballpark. Yeah. You had some struggles last year when you came over, trying to figure this place out, trying to figure out the lineup and the surroundings and all of that.
Well, you know, your fans traveled across the sea to watch you pitch. Yeah. And if you didn't perform, you feel real bad about it.
Real Muto lifts one and will get out of play foul. Bringing 2 to count.
He looked sharp, though. Until that inning, you know, he gave up 5 2-out runs. If he had given up, if he had got one of those guys, and that's what he'll be thinking about later. Hopefully, not too long, though. You got to flush him soon. But they'll be thinking, man, this pitch could have been different. This could have been, sure, could have been different. I had him 0-2 here. But that's how you learn.
Schwarber takes off on the ground to short. Lindor sucks it up. And Real Muto indeed will be 2 of the 3 outs. But the Phillies bat around. Harper started it off with a 1-out solo shot to tie the game and get the Philly fans on their feet. A 3-run Merrifield blast, part of the 6-run Philly fourth. They've got a 5-run lead in London.
At Fisher Investments, we may look like other money managers, but we're different. How so? We're a fiduciary, obligated to act in our clients' best interest. So we don't sell any commission-based products.
Then how do you make money?
We have a simple management fee, structured so we do better when our clients do better.
Your clients really come first then, huh?
Yes, we make them a top priority by getting to know their finances, family, health, lifestyle, and more.
Wow. Maybe we are different.
At Fisher Investments, we're clearly different.
I needed some help. Good thing I knew someone. Or something.
Glad you called, Jay. It's time for an upgrade.
Awesome. I knew what I had to do. Because they never stop. No time to waste. This isn't sci-fi. This is precision AI.
Life's better when you're under the American Family Insurance roof because they know your house is home base for their dreams. Whether it's a kid like me aiming for the big leagues, future rocket scientist, or a budding prima ballerina. When you feel totally protected, your family's free to pursue their dreams. This is good. American Family Insurance. Get a quote, find an agent at amfam.com.
And for a chance to play the MLB All-Star Celebrity Softball Game presented by Corona, no purchase necessary. Must be 21 or older to enter. Restrictions apply. You can see rules and enter at MLB.com/moments. Mets trying to get back into it after Philly puts up 6 in the fourth. Ranger Suarez gets to operate with the advantage. Marte responsible for the lone Met RBI in the first against Suarez. Double that brought home Lindor.
Probably not the guy you want to fall behind to 6-1. Ranger Suarez, as we talked about, has had an incredible start to the season. He doesn't walk anybody. He barely gives up any hits. He scored the one early. But you're down 5 against this guy. Could be a long even because he'll just put in cruise control, throw that sinker, try to get out of here quick.
Or a short evening. Yeah, that's what I was saying.
2 balls and a strike on Marte. Hard hit ball, left center field, and Starling Marte with 12 hits in his last 7 games now. He's off to a 2-for-2 start today. That'll set it up for Mark Vientos. Mentioned celebrity softball. How about this for a celebrity? Your old running mate, Albert Pujols, making the trip over to London.
The best. One of the best teammates ever. Obviously one of the best hitters and players ever, but what an incredible person. Great teammate, great friend. He's the man.
Got a lot of Phillies faithful, too. You just saw Adam Jones in the building, too. Bouncing ball could be 2. Bohm to Stott to Harper, and this time Vientos beats it out, just as Nimmo did in the last inning. And they get the lead out in Marte, 1 down here. Between Adam and Albert, and a bunch of New York Mets greats were in town. A bunch of Phillies greats in town over at Trafalgar Square last night. You guys were running for Parliament here in London as well. There's another former Cardinal. Harrison Bader popped out his first time. There's a strike. David Wright, the captain, is here.
One of the most beloved Mets ever, isn't he? He always does the right thing.
Still spends plenty of time with this Mets team. In fact, he was singing the praises of Mark Vientos, who is now taken over at third base, right? Obviously, the staple at third base for so many years. He said he's enjoyed working with some of the younger players, including Vientos, had high hopes for what he's doing. Bader lifts one in the air to right.
David's one of those guys that always is dressed up to the nines when, you're like, what should I wear? I'll wear a little button-down shirt, maybe some jeans. He's got the full suit on. He comes to the game, he's got the Mets hat on. He's a Mets guy through and through.
Well, both these teams brought over a ton of good legends to support each team. The Mets had Piazza.
Piazza's here. Yeah.
Mookie Wilson. And then the Phillies had Chase.
Cole Hamels was here.
Jimmy Rollins, Ryan Howard, Shane Victorino.
Yeah, Miss Hamels still got the full head of hair going. There's Iglesias.
I need the secret on the hair. Since my last season playing, my hair's been falling out steady.
I was going to say, when I checked in with you 2 years ago, you're like,
that was good, yeah. It was good.
The stress levels.
You have a 70 already. See how much your hair takes.
A rocket to left field. Iglesias continues to smoke for New York. On his way to third, Vientos. They'll get the stop sign there as Merrifield got to it and dug it out. But now 2 men in scoring position in the fourth for New York. And this is a big at-bat coming up for the 9-hitter Luis Torres.
First of all, Iglesias smokes this ball. But look how fast this ball gets to the wall. I I know this ball was hit hard, but I think Whit Merrifield thought he could cut this ball off before it gets to the wall. Just watch how fast this ball bounces and jumps. Merrifield's like, I'm going to cut off. Oh, no, I'm not. And then he bobbles it out there. And I actually thought they might think about sending him after the bobble and see Whit Merrifield drop it.
First pitch swinging, Torrance fouls it away. Big at bat for the number 9 hitter early in this game with 2 in scoring position. One swing suddenly makes this game feel a lot different. Back to Merrifield and that glove, staring at it.
Ball.
Field right in the heel, right? He's shaking his head still. Merrifield, who's spent a lot of time in left field. Brandon Marsh is hurt right now. He went to the IL earlier this week. Merrifield's played second, he's played third, but mostly when he's been in the lineup, it's his 14th start out of left field.
The Mets are going to jump back into this game. This is the spot to answer that big inning last time. They need to put a couple up right here.
1-1 on Torrance.
Well, this is a spot where not having Francisco Alvarez, their normal starting catcher, also jumps up. Their record with Alvarez and without is drastically different. Nothing against Torrance, but he was in the minor leagues with the Yankees before they acquired him. I think if you had asked Mets fans before this game and this series, their starting catcher in London is Torrance, they would have said, who?
Although he made some hay with 2 homers the other day. He goes down swinging here. Suarez keeps the Mets at bay, leaving 2 stranded in scoring position. And Philadelphia maintains its 6-1 lead, and after sending 10 to the plate in the 4th, including Bryce Harper, who homered to get that 6-run inning started, he'll lead off the 5th for Philadelphia coming up next.
All right, let's eat. Getting on, fellas. Oh, can I get my Pepsi Zero sugar? I got you. Thanks. Nice. Yeah, that's cool. Just the drink. There it is. Yes. Now, Ron. Wait. There we go. That's good. I'll just grab my mouth on. Right now at Jersey Mike's, earn a $25 off Fanatics promo code for every $25 you spend through the app when you add chips and a drink.
Smile, you found it. The feeling of finding psoriasis can't filter out the real you. So go ahead, live unfiltered with the one and only Sotix2, a once daily pill for moderate to severe plaque psoriasis and the chance at clear or almost clear skin. It's like the feeling of finding you're so ready for your close-up, or finding you don't have to hide your skin, just your background. Once daily Sotix2 was proven better, getting more people clearer skin than the leading pill. Don't take if you're allergic to Sotix2. Serious reactions can occur. Sotix2 can lower your ability to fight infections, including TB. Serious infections, cancers including lymphoma, muscle problems, and changes in certain labs have occurred. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, liver or kidney problems, high triglycerides, or had a vaccine or plan to. Sotix2 is a TYK2 inhibitor. TYK2 is part of the JAK family. It's not known as Sotix2 has the same risks as JAK inhibitors. Find what plaque psoriasis has been hiding. There's only one Sotix2, so ask for it by name. So clearly you. Sotix2.
Michelin innovates on the road and far beyond, with airless tires designed for exploring new frontiers. Michelin, motion for life.
No fees or minimums and no overdraft fees are another reason banking with Capital One is an even easier decision than this. We need a clutch hit. There. Cheater.
And then we're again.
Yep, even easier than that. What's in your wallet?
Introducing Valvoline Restore and Protect, a first-of-its-kind innovation that returns pistons to factory clean by removing up to 100% of deposits. Restore your engine to perform like new. All new Restore and Protect, another first from Valvoline.
Really appreciate Harrison Bader sticking the mic on and putting in the headset, giving some of his time here in London to the guys in the booth, Adam Mead, AJ Brzezinski, and of course, some guy named Adam Wainwright, who you may or may not be familiar with, Harrison, as Harper swings and fouls one off. Thanks for taking the time, brother.
Yeah, absolutely. Good to talk to y'all. Wayno, what's up, Eric?
How you doing? Now, just so everybody knows, this is Harrison Bader, and that's how he introduces himself, unless it's to a young lady.
Wow, the gloves are off early.
Then he comes out with a, he looks right in her eyes and he goes, "Hi, I'm Harrison." Harper's.
Maybe that's just how I introduce myself to you, Lino.
Harper, boy, a beautiful knockdown by Lindor, but he could not find it immediately. An impressive play just to knock it down. But it will be a hard-hit ball in the infield to allow Harper to reach for a third time. So Harper is aboard to start.
Very easily one of, I'd say, tied for first with my buddy Jim Edmonds. The best center fielder I've ever played with.
Oh, man.
Incredibly talented out there. Makes catches you just cannot even believe. How's it been being back home in New York?
It's been fantastic, man. It's been incredible. Wayne, I appreciate that comment. I always enjoyed going to get them for you. You know that, baby. Listen, New York's been amazing. Obviously, from New York, so getting the opportunity to play for both sides now with the Mets. I mean, it's a dream come true every day. So I'm soaking it up every day.
Riverdale native and grew up in the Bronx, got an opportunity to the Bronx, Bronxville, then went to high school in the Bronx. Vader now back in another New York uniform as Alec Holmes at the plate.
Hey, Harrison, I just heard you whistle. Who are you whistling to? Who are you moving?
I'm just letting my outfielder know.
Harper takes off. He's out.
Yeah. I'm just letting my outfielder know where I'm at on the field. So I just kind of whistle a little bit just to let him know. I think we play better as a unit if we all know where we're at every pitch. So.
Well, it's your job, right, as a center fielder, as we see Bryce Harper getting thrown out here, but just an awesome throw. But it's your job as a center fielder to take the guys with you. If you go left, you take the two corner outfielders with you.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it depends. Sometimes there are like outliers where we'll pitch a certain gap, and the guy will kind of play the line. But like you said, normally, yeah, I mean, I always take him with me, and I always let him know where I'm at.
Homeless one to Harrison. Did you have that, Harrison? I feel like you did.
Yeah, I saw it at the end.
You do not want to really start the Marte. That's a good job calling that ball.
That's a man with some big shoulders, trust me.
Hey, I'll tell you this. I got into a tough spot. I was pitching in Pittsburgh a couple years ago, and I got into a tough spot, 3-1 count later in the game, and I looked around and I said, I cannot walk this guy right here. I looked behind me, I said, Harrison Bader is in center field. What am I doing? Challenging. And I threw a sinker away. Guy hit a ball deep in the left center gap, and Harrison came flying out of nowhere, made an unbelievable catch in that kind of deep hole in Pittsburgh that I don't think anybody else in the game would have caught. It was amazing.
I appreciate that.
That's the kind of confidence you give those pitchers out there, Harrison.
Oh yeah, no, I appreciate that. I tell them all the time. I'm like, listen, and you know this better than anybody, Wayne, but attacking the zone yourself and letting your defense do their job. I mean, that's how we create momentum. That's how we keep the game moving. Like we always say, like we're playing offense while we're on defense. You know, this isn't passive by any means. We're attacking. So
we saw the ball bounce about 20 feet in the air. Are y'all playing a little timid about that? Or are you going for it?
I'm going for it, but there is that switch where like you got to like back off if you're not going to get there, because then the ball's going to roll for forever. Because it's a bit of a trampoline out here with this turf.
1 ball, 2 strikes on Castellanos. Hauser trying to get out of this inning with no more damage done. Bader is on the mic for us out in center.
Yeah.
And he got Castellanos freezing. Harrison, we appreciate you not only joining us on the mic, but catching a fly ball in the process. I know you made that happen.
Oh, the ball always finds you. Hey, all the best, guys. Thank you so much. Wayne, I'll be well, baby. See you, Harrison.
The 2021 Gold Glover Harrison Bader. We're halfway through.
To start a business, you need an idea. It's a pillow with a speaker in it. That's right, Craig. A team that's highly competent.
I'm just here for the internet. AT&T, it's super fast.
Reliable. You locked us out? Solution-oriented. And most importantly,
Is the internet out? Don't worry, we have AT&T internet backup.
the next level network.
I sold a pillow. Liberty Mutual customized my car insurance, and I saved hundreds. With all the money I saved, I thought I'd buy stilts. Being so tall definitely has its advantages.
Oh,
Here you go, get up.
thanks. Hi, honey, ready to go?
Yep. Ah, there it is. There it is. Ah, there we go. I guess it also has some disadvantages. Yes, it does.
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Looking for the perfect grill? Find yours at Ace, where the perfect grill comes with free assembly and delivery. Find a Weber, Big Green Egg, Traeger, or Blackstone, and get the one that's right for you. Only at your local Ace.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
There's your biggie bag. All that food for $5. That's my go-to. Ooh, that's mulatto, Doc. Just like you and me. Bag boys. Bag boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when we bring your food?
Go Piggy and get all this with the JBC for just $5.
Welcome back to the 2024 London Series on Fox, presented by Zoom Workplace. Piccadilly Circus, visiting the Times Square equivalent here in London. The top of the Mets order trying to get themselves back into this ball game. It'll be Lindor, Alonso, and Nimmo. Big opportunity here. Suarez into the third time through the order. Lindor will take a strike. It's 1-1.
We've seen third time through the order, he gets better and better.
Yeah, it's been kind of the opposite for Suarez relative to the rest of the league. And now a 1-2 count. We're seeing some more breaking balls as well. That curveball started to become more of a factor.
But doesn't that usually happen to sinker ballers, though? They get a little tired early in the game. They're a little bit juiced up. See the numbers, and that's the opposite of everybody else pretty much in Major League Baseball. But a little tired, the ball starts sinking a little bit more, going down a little bit more.
The door goes the other way, and a 2-strike single to start off this fifth inning for New York.
And I know it kind of sounds funky because he threw that big curveball down and he swung terrible at it. You're thinking, why would he not just throw that again? But I think that is Lindor's first hit inside from a lefty all season. When he's batting right-handed, a fastball's in, he just hasn't hit that ball. And I guarantee you that Ranger knows that, and he attacked that zone, and he went to right with it. It's good hitting.
Lead off man on for the third time for New York. Here's Alonso, who has struck out and walked.
You know, one interesting thing, we talked to the pitching coach, we talked to the manager for Ranger today, and all of them said the thing that we love the most about starting pitchers is when they get us deep into the game.
Nobody's done that like the Phillies this year. Alonso ropes one down the left field line, and that's going to drop. Big bounce, and it's over the fence for a ground rule double for Alonso. That's his 16th double. He passes Lindor for the team lead, and with nobody out, the Mets start to get a rally together here in the bottom of the fifth against Suarez.
I know we talked about last inning how big of an at-bat it was for Torrens. We see Alonso just get a heater down the middle. A little bit in, but pretty much down the middle. If you're going to throw that to feed Alonso, it's got to be up or it's got to be in. It can't be kind of down the middle, a little bit up, a little bit in. But now this is the inning. They have to put a crooked number up. They had a leadoff double in the first, took a 2-out hit to score him. Nimmo's got to at least get him over, get him in. They've got to put up a crooked number if you're a Mets fan right here.
Did you see where that ball hit, too? It hit 5 feet in front of the track.
And the kill bounce, massive bounce over the wall. Nimmo lifts it down the left field line foul. It's 0-2.
That was the one who walked back right there, AJ. Fastball in the middle of the plate. Now he's going to get something bearing in on his hands, or he's going to get that big curveball down in the way.
You see Cole Hamels taking some photos with some fans.
He does have good hair.
Oh! Nimmo sees a close pitch outside. The number 13 pick by the Mets in the 2011 draft. He's got 2 in scoring position. And breaking ball in the dirt.
See, this is a big bat here for me with Nimmo hitting. He fell behind 0-2. You have JD on deck. If he gets him out with a strikeout or doesn't allow a run to score, that would completely change the way Ranger Suarez
attacks JD Martinez. Now he has Sterling Marte behind him, who has crushed Ranger Suarez throughout his career, including 2 hits today. But it will definitely change the way he attacks JD Martinez. Nimmo goes fishing, and the changeup gets a huge first out for Suarez in the 5th inning.
I mean, how many weapons can a guy have? A strike. It's not just the old regular changeup either. We're talking left on left, which is something you don't see a whole lot. He threw it back-to-back pitches when he was ahead in the count.
His first 3 strikeouts were on the sinker. Since then, it's been fastball, curveball, change. Oh, no. Did Martinez go around? He did, and nothing in 1 on JD.
He threw the changeup on the pitch before, down away, took it. This one, you're expecting him to come back hard there, and he threw a changeup again, and it looked exactly like a sinker. Gets him swing.
On the ground to third, gloved by Bohm, and he will throw to first. Runner takes off from third and Lindor. He's safe at home. Nice heads-up base running by Francisco Lindor. AJ, to your point, it just felt like the Mets have to get something. Lindor probably felt the same and took off after the throw from Bohm to get the Mets another run.
I was actually surprised Francisco Lindor didn't go right off the bat. The infield was back. Lindor reads it, and he just beats it. Everything is right about this play. Bohm, what could he do? Pump fake, and maybe got the run. You want the sure out, you're up 5 runs. A little bit dangerous base running by Lindor, but easily safe.
So an RBI for Martinez. Alonso still at second, and Marte was a breaking ball down the line foul. A lot of first pitch breaking balls we're seeing these last couple of innings from Suarez.
You can tell Marte is comfortable in the box against Ranger. He's had some great swings against him today. That one again, he just missed it.
Now 6 for 15 to your guys' point against Ranger Suarez in his career. Takes him right down the middle.
That was guessing. He was looking for something slow. Now, if you're a pitcher, you say, oh, he's definitely looking slow. I'm going to try and pump a heater into him here. Or do you say, I'm not going to take the bait, and I'm going to try a changeup or break a ball from third?
Well, one of the keys to getting him out is pitching in.
Throwing in on that cutter. Get it on his hands, and the shortstop Sosa makes the play. Mets have left 6 on base, 5 in scoring position to get left.
The last was a struggle. Get out of here! They had to make it. Or die.
You want to try this? Horizon, an American saga. Only in theaters June 28th. Rated R.
Look, things may seem fine down there, but you need to watch out for diseases. I'll be okay. Does this look okay? Oh, how do I protect myself? With the new Scott's Healthy Plus Lawn Food. It's the only product that prevents 27 diseases while feeding your grass to help keep your lawn healthy this season. Want me to show you how to put it on? Oh, no, I think I know how to use the spreader. Pick up a bag of the new Scott's Turf Builder Healthy Plus Lawn Food today. Feed your lawn. Feed it.
If you're taking a trip with your friends, why pay for 4 hotel rooms to stay apart? When you could get one Airbnb and stay together.
Thank you. Thank you for trusting us with your secret recipes and shared moments. Thank you for bringing us into your homes and into your hearts for nearly 150 years. Thank you for making Quaker a part of your family.
Were you worried the wedding would be too much?
Nah.
Another destination wedding? Why can't they use my backyard? With Empower, we get all our financial questions answered, so we don't have to worry. Empower. What's next?
Michelin innovates once more with Michelin acoustic technology, reducing cabin noise by cushioning road vibrations. Michelin, motion for life.
Great sight for the London series. Third time that Major Major League Baseball is in England. Bryson Stott leads it up for Philadelphia. Against Adrian Hauser, who goes into his second inning of relief. Sean Manaea had 3 solid innings before giving up 6 in the 4th. Sean Reed Foley got the last out of the 4th inning. Hauser faced the minimum in the 5th. There is, I wouldn't call him Big Ryan Howard, but he's obviously not as big as he was playing. He's in great shape. It was great to see a lot of the guys, whether it's from the Mets or the Phillies, some of their legends. But it looks good. They're in great shape. Great to visit with some of the guys before the game.
You know, playing against Ryan Howard for a long time, I was always struck with, he just wore a really baggy uniform. He was never that chunky. That guy was in pretty much better shape than I thought. But I agree with you. I saw last night, but man, you look like you can still do it.
And Shane Victorino, the flying Hawaiian.
One of the great things I saw at Trafalgar Square with the MLB takeover there, I got to take some BP after Ryan Howard. They chanted MVP for him, right? But
you were hit?
No, but then they interviewed him after, and he started his own MVP.
Yeah, he did.
Which is so cool because if I had an MVP, I'd want people to chant MVP for me too.
What do people chant at you? Just
that's a lot of things you can't repeat on the air.
3-1 off the end of the bat from Stott. Nimmo was there, and he's got it for out number 1.
I don't want to start anything, but I went up against Victorino in home run derby yesterday. And if you poll the audience, I definitely won.
You took a strong one.
Absolutely.
You did better than Shane.
No question about it.
Oh, I hope he hears that. Please, Shane, hear this.
That's really cool, right?
Pitchers talking hitting, right?
Yeah. 1 down for Edmundo Sosa, foul tip strike.
One thing I haven't talked about yet today is Adrian Hauser. This guy is an amazing sinker. No matter how ready you get for that ball to come in on you, it's more than you think.
A really heavy ball, kind of like what we just saw there. Big hop for the third baseman. Vientos makes a nice play, 2 down. So Hauser, who has moved into the bullpen, he started in the rotation this season, has been shuffled in and out, but as a reliever, has been excellent. He's got a 1.46 ERA coming out of the bullpen.
Maybe it's just he doesn't know when he's going to pitch. Sometimes the pitchers he did not know. You get the 5 days to think about it. You think, and then you get so hyped up. It's kind of like we talked about for Andrew Suarez, the sinker baller. They come out too amped up. When he'll be a little bit tired in the bullpen, he's done throwing, he's done a bunch of stuff, and he doesn't know when he's pitching. So they're like, "Oh, hey, by the way, Hauser, we need you to throw here in the coming in the 5th inning and give us 3-4 innings." Okay, Skip, yes, sir.
You got it.
Yeah. Well, and one time through the order with Adrian Hauser, trying to time up that sinker and trying to gauge the movement on that thing, that's not easy.
Merrifield waves and misses at the changeup. And that'll do it for the Phillies in the 6th. The 1-2-3, Hauser free.
Good day, sir.
Oh, wait. You like Dr. Pepper Zero Sugar?
Yes.
Okay.
I have the cops with me.
Oh, that's not hot. That's hot. Yeah, go on for a little bit. Not here. So, on SeatGeek, what is this deal score?
8 grade seats to show whether a deal is amazing, great, good, not so good, bad, or awful based on your budget.
What a coincidence. That's how I classify my relatives.
Oh, really?
The only amazing is my cat, Walter. Let me show you some pictures.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention, please. I just wanted to remind you that Geico makes it easy to bundle your home and car insurance. In fact, it's so easy. It reminds me of a joke my mate told me. Now, a knuckleballer and a catcher walk into a ball game. Get it? Wow, they really like that one.
It's easy to Geico, official partner of Major League Baseball.
Want from watching the big match? Save the day by using the Bank of America customized cash rewards card and choose to earn 3% cash back on online purchases, like live streaming.
At Wendy's, you can get
English muffin and seasoned potatoes for just $3.
with a light and fluffy toasted muffin.
And crispy potatoes, love.
This is my breakfast. Yes, it is.
Grab a proper $3 Wendy's breakfast for a limited time.
Ion. Electrified. Hung Tire. Phillies with a 6-run frame in the fourth. Mets have scored in the first and fifth innings against Suarez. Mark Vientos on first pitch, breaking ball. Bounces into Bowl. Throws out Vientos. Another breaking ball to start at bat for Suarez. Part of a massive Super Saturday on Fox. We've got the 156th edition of the Belmont Stakes coming from Saratoga when we finish up here from London. And then at 7 Eastern, coverage begins for one of the biggest regular season series you're going to find. A thriller in extra innings last night. Dodgers put the opener against the Yankees 2-1 in 11. First pitch swinging Bader fouls in here, 0-1. We'll see some more superstars in action with two of the best teams in all of baseball. First place Yankees, first place Dodgers later on tonight. We'll see if we see Juan Soto, who did not play yesterday with that forearm inflammation, but could play tonight.
These are the two teams that a lot of people right now are picking to go to the World Series. Phillies and Braves in the National League will have some say in the matter. The Orioles, some other teams in the American League also. These two teams look like two of the best teams in baseball. They have stars everywhere. They swing the bat. They have great.
What are you talking about? There ain't a cloud in the sky. What are you talking about?
I mean, we got to the 24th. They said the 14th, not the 14th. I can't see it. It says. What is it saying?
It says local channels interrupted. We are aware of this issue and are working with our programming provider to resolve it. There's no need to call us unless this message remains on screen for more than 2 hours. Until your locals return, you can watch certain other channels or DVR recordings. It's not even raining. Clear day. What are you talking about? What weather?
I know, won't. Good. Hello.
I'm looking at the window right now. It's blue sky out.
I know. I was going to say, I'm not green, but I have to green.
So his undercuts, he is relentless with those things.
So you got to stay one pitch at a time. You got to keep executing. and stay within yourself.
Yeah, but he's used to pitching with runs, though. Exactly. He leads the National League in run support. Well over 6.5 runs per game. But you guys always talk about, obviously, he was a catcher, AJ Wayno, he was a pitcher. I'm okay with one run. I got to be okay with the idea that one run isn't going to kill me, especially if you're Ranger Suarez and you typically get run support. So remember, the call on the field was that Iglesias was not after the challenge. My guess is Philadelphia would have lost the challenge.
Well, I'm telling you right now, that ball hit him.
I thought by naked eye, it felt like that change of direction, even though it may have skipped on the dirt first.
It was the first angle we showed from behind the pitcher that you could see the ball just make a slight. You know what we need? Since we're at the West Ham Stadium, VAR.
Oh, you need it right now.
One thing I was not ready for with instant replay was I thought once you had instant replay and they slowed it, it would be obvious. There's so many calls you're like, dude, I don't know.
Well, Iglesias will get on base anyway. Ball don't lie. That's a ball don't lie moment. Jose Iglesias with 2 more hits. He has 9 hits in 6 games since getting called up from AAA Syracuse. The ultimate ball don't lie moment. You didn't need VAR for that particular play.
Why? They turn us off or what? Okay.